Hello, welcome to how to log into Zoom from a conference room. So I'm going to show you guys um, how to use Zoom in the conference room so you guys can join any Zoom meetings you have on your calendar or if you know the meeting number. So every conference room I set up to have both a link so you can log into your email and a link for Zoom on the desktop. It's very important to remember that you cannot Zoom and share your camera and microphone from the terminal server. There is no way for the terminal server to recognize that you have a camera or microphone hooked up to your computer. So you cannot Zoom from the terminal server. You can share your screen and do a phone call, but you cannot share your video or your microphone. So that's very important when you're in a conference room setting and you want to use the video and audio on the computer. So what you will do from the computer desktop at Timber Ridge or at Danco is you want to, I'm going to show you how to join from a meeting you have in your calendar. I'll show you the other way afterwards. So you'll look for the email icon on the desktop. It's going to have an internet link. In this case, Chrome happens to be the default, so it looks like a Chrome link. And what that's going to do is that's going to take you to our Outlook web app. So you can log in up here to your email. So you'll log in with the domain and username. Domain is always danco-group. It's the end of your email, after the @ sign, without the .com. And then you need a / or \. You just copy the one, I forget which one it's called, but you copy the one that's in here. So you want it to be that format. Domain, I believe that's falling backwards, so / username. So for me, it would be danco-group /n Kerrigan. You'll put in your password and sign in. And then you can come down here to the bottom and go to your calendar. And then you'll select your Zoom meeting here and go ahead and you can click on the link. And that will launch Zoom. You'll want to have this pop up and you want to open in Zoom meetings. Zoom happens to be updating, that's okay, just let it run itself. It will still open when it's finished, but it won't do this every time. So then you're connecting, it'll ask you how you want to call in for audio. Usually most Zoom meetings have two options. You can call in through the phone. We will prefer you dial in via the computer audio. That way the audio syncs up with your lips and what you're saying. So we'll click on computer audio here and join audio conference by computer. And then that will change. It'll tell you you're using the computer audio and you are connected to Zoom. If in any case your picture doesn't happen to show up, look down here at the bottom. This is where you can share in your video and microphone. So it might just have the settings at it where it doesn't automatically connect to video. So it'll look something like this perhaps. You just come down to the bottom, unmark it so it starts the video as well. If you happen to be sharing your screen, there is a share screen button down here, and you can click on it, and that will come up with white windows that you can share. You're going to want to share your desktop. If you happen to have multiple monitors, it'll say desktop 1, desktop 2, desktop 3. You can only share one desktop at a time, so choose the one that has the info you need to share. But you'll select it and then just click share screen here at the bottom, and then that will change your view, and I am now sharing my Zoom launching window. So that concludes how to join a meeting through your email. I'm going to show you one other way. All Zoom meetings have a meeting ID. And that is what is unique to your meeting, and it's how it tells Zoom which people to connect together. So at the end of the link, this is very important. And so this meeting here that I just joined has a meeting ID of 434-596-2512. We can also see it up here at the top of the screen. If I stop sharing, we can see it here at the top of this video here. So when you are joining a meeting, I'm going to leave this one. So when you are joining a meeting, you don't have to click on the link. You can actually go to the desktop. If you are, are logged into your email somewhere else, or somebody reads you off the meeting ID, you can write it down. And then you could just come straight in here. Oh, we lost our Zoom link, so let me put that back. Put this on the desktop. You shouldn't need to do this. Come on. Okay, so now that we have our icon back on the desktop, and just in case, if you ever lose an icon on your desktop or something, a shortcut, with Windows 10, you have this search bar down here, and so you could type anything that you need into it. So if we needed to find Zoom, we could do that, and then just click this Start Zoom, and that'll bring up Zoom as well. But for the most part, it should just be right on your desktop. You'll double click Start Zoom. And then it gives you the option. You could sign in or join a meeting. If you have the number, which I showed you a bit ago, you can click on Join a Meeting. And then you could just type in that number. So it was 434-596-2512, and then you could just join, and it'll connect you into that same meeting we were before, and then you should recognize the join audio conference by computer. You'd click that, and then you're joined into the meeting. Additionally, if you are the organizer of the meeting, which means you have to have a Zoom login in order to organize a Zoom meeting, which means you're the one that sends out the invite pretty much. So if Dan Johnson here sent out the invite, so he's the organizer of this meeting right here. Additionally, if he doesn't have the meeting ID, he doesn't need to log into his email either. He could click the sign in button and sign in with his email and password, and then he would have a list of his scheduled meetings. It won't work if somebody sends you an invite. If you are invited to a Zoom meeting, you have to join it either via the meeting number or the link. So I'm going to show how to use Zoom with a login in another video. But this should get you logged into any one of our conference room computers Zoom. All right, thank you.